Words and pictures. Words and pictures.
Go-kart. Goggles. Hello. What else can you see around here that starts with the same sound? Goat. Do you know where we are? We're somewhere with goats and geese and a lot of other animals and birds. We're on a farm, Folly Farm in Gloucestershire, and I'm here with Gertie and her baby. Baby goat is called a kid. But do you know what a baby goose is called? A baby goose is called a gosling, and these goslings are hatched out here in the incubator room. The goose eggs are gathered from around the farm and they put them in the incubator. It's a bit like a warm cupboard that they keep at exactly the right temperature so that the eggs will hatch out. It's hard to believe that these fluffy little goslings will grow up into geese. Because many of the geese and ducks on Folly Farm have been looked after since they were hatched, they're very friendly, like Lovejoy here. Lovejoy's a Chinese goose. Folly Farm's famous for keeping all sorts of different types of ducks and geese. It's quite tricky to know which is a duck and which is a goose, but if you watch them feeding, you can sometimes tell the difference. Ducks are dabblers. That is, they feed while they're on water by upending and eating the plants just under the surface. Geese are grazers. They eat grass on dry land. Lovejoy seems to be happier to sitting with me. There's a beautiful goose in today's story. It's called Gordon and the Golden Goose. There was once a farmer who had 3 sons, Guy, Godfrey, and Gordon. Guy was the eldest son, and he was very strong. Godfrey was the middle son, and he was very clever. Gordon was the youngest son, and he was neither strong nor clever, but he was kind. However, because he was neither strong nor clever, the farmer had no time for him. "Gordon, you're useless, you are," he would say. One day, news reached the farm that the princess had become very miserable, and anyone who could cheer her up would win her hand in marriage. "No problem," said Guy, the eldest son. "I will show her how strong I am, and that will cheer her up, and then she will marry me." So the farmer packed him up a big, meaty pie, and Guy set off for the palace. "I think I'll go too," said Godfrey, the middle son. "I will show her how clever I am, and that will cheer the princess up, and then she will marry me." So the farmer packed him up some lovely fish paste sandwiches, and Godfrey set off for the palace. "Think I'll go too," said Gordon, the youngest son. "You? You useless Gordon! What could you do to cheer up a princess?" I'm not wasting good food on you. Here, take this stale bread. But Gordon was so kind, he just took the bread, smiled, and set off for the palace. On his way to the palace, Guy was passing through a forest when he met an old man. "Oh, young sir, spare me a bite of your pie, for I am weak and hungry." "No way. I need to be strong to marry the princess. Find your own pie." Next, along came Godfrey, and he met the old man. "Oh, young sir, spare me a bite of your fish sandwich, for I am weak and hungry." "You must think I'm stupid. I need to be clever to cheer up the princess. I wouldn't give you a crumb." Lastly, along came Gordon, and he met the old man. "Oh, young sir, spare me a bite of your bread, for I am weak and hungry." "Of course. It's not very tasty, but you can have as much as you like." So, the old man and Gordon sat down and shared the bread. When they had finished eating, the old man thanked Gordon. "Here, young sir, take this golden goose as a present for the princess." "Thank you." And Gordon set off for the palace. As he neared the palace, Gordon sat down at an inn for a rest. The innkeeper's daughter, Gertrude, saw the golden goose and decided to steal one of the golden feathers. However, as she touched the goose, she became stuck. Her sister Gladys came over to try and set her free, but she stuck too. Then their brother Gary tried to set them free, but he stuck to Gladys. There was nothing Gordon could do, so he picked up the golden goose and set off for the palace, with Gertrude and Gladys and Gary all stuck on behind. Entering the palace gardens, the gatekeeper grabbed at Gary and he became stuck too. Then the gardener grabbed at the gatekeeper and he became stuck too. Could you imagine? There was Gordon and the golden goose with Gertrude and Gladys and Gary and the gatekeeper and the gardener all stuck on behind. At the palace door, Gordon met his brothers coming out. "Fat chance you'll have, Gordon. No one could be strong or clever enough to cheer up the princess." And they went off glumly. Gordon knocked at the door. The princess came to the window and looked down. When the princess saw Gordon and the golden goose, with Gertrude and Gladys and Gary, and the gatekeeper and the gardener all stuck on behind each other, she giggled and giggled. She had never seen anything so funny in all her life. And at that point, Gertrude became unstuck. And she, and Gladys, and Gary, and the gatekeeper and the gardener all fell down in a heap. And they all giggled. Well, Gordon had cheered up the princess, and so they were married. And Gordon, and the golden goose, and the princess giggled their way through life happily ever after. What makes you giggle?
What makes me giggle when my brother goes like... What makes me giggle when Red goes like this? Make me giggle now. I like it. I like it when my dad tickles me. I'm gonna make Charlie giggle. I like it when my dad puts me in the bath with clothes on. When people dress up, it makes me giggle. What makes me giggle is when I have a big surprise.
And the goose said, "I'm your mother. You come home with me." It's a lovely story, isn't it? It's one of my very favourites of all. What's the matter? This is assembly. we're going to sing a song about a goose which came at the end of our story. Children, what on earth is the matter? Are you ready to sing? Let's sing our song now. Oh, a goose.
Goose. Where's the goose going? A gaggle of geese. What's going on? Ah, a golden goose. Golden goose. Both these words start with the same letter. Watch how Magic Pencil writes it. All the way round, down and around. 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 Sounds as if all the geese and ducks are giggling too. I think they want to be fed. I'll go and help Tom feed them. Come on, here we go. Come on. Come on, there we go. Bye.